I'm a person. I'm a person.
You're acting as if I complain a lot. I only complain when I'm scammed. No. I used to. I've improved now. I now just complain when the universe steals my money.
Match that.
Mika, you're genuinely
a loud person.
Yeah.
I know. This week, I am joined by Miss Tshego. Now, listen, here's the thing. If you don't know who she is, clearly you don't have TikTok because this face has been on your FYP before, right? If you have that app. If she's not complaining about a man, she's adoring her beautiful friends. And today she has joined us. She has graced us with her radiant and beautiful presence. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, just I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm a bit shy right now, even though this is someone I know and I talk to all the time.
Every day.
I'm a bit shy. I'm like, hi. You know. Before we get into the episode, tell us your username on your socials so that those of you who live underneath a rock can know who, where, how to find her. Thanks.
Alright, so my username is the same with both my platforms. So it's Tshego with an X_M. And yeah.
Yeah, so now you know. Go find her. Thanks. It's not an equation, it's not an ask actually, I'm telling you. So this week we're gonna be reading some coming out stories. Remember, it's Pride Month and we said the whole month we are going to be doing some prideful activity on this beautiful space that we have going on, Macheki. And we're going to be wrapping up, I think this is like the last week of June, right? Yeah. We're wrapping up with some coming out stories. We're gonna be reacting to them. We're gonna give our opinions, and then we might just share a few experiences. Experiences. Look at me, family. Experiences we've had of people coming out to us. In my case, of me coming out, and then we'll keep it going. Okay? So, coming out. Let's talk about it. Do you have any people who've ever come out to you? What was that like? Oh, by the way, guys, a disclaimer for all the women out there and all them. Our friend over here is one of the allies we were talking about the other week. She is not part of the LGBTQ community, by the way. This is a straight woman. Well, at the very least, she believes she's straight. And while she believes that, we shall be allies in that sense. And she's an ally to the community. So here's your example of who to be, what to be like. Okay? If you want to know what to do as an ally, she's the person to ask. So yes, tell us, has anybody ever come out to you?
It was actually kind of weird because she said it in casual. Like we were getting ready to go out for groove. And I was like, girl, you look hot. She's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, by the way, I'm bisexual now. I said, girl.
Now?
Like when? And she's like, oh, no, I experimented with some hand and I actually liked it. So that's the path I'm choosing. And plus, men are just, being attracted to a man is actual pain. It's actual
She's not choosing to be straight. If it was a choice, I don't think she'd continue to choose.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I've only had one friend who's actually come out to me.
Yeah, no, I kind of just was there and I was just like, I think she'll pick up on it when she picks up on it, just, you know.
Girl, you were throwing hints. Hints on hints.
Wasn't throwing hints or just me being me?
It was a hint.
Because me personally, I don't feel like I need to come out.
Like, yeah, I would have did that.
I don't feel the need to come out. I just feel like living my life, and I'm like, hey man, if they get it, if they see it, if they see
you get it, you get it. If you don't, forget about it.
Exactly. So now I've never really had people come out to me. To be very honest, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just living life. Nobody's actually felt the need to come and tell me, but I think that's also because
they can see.
They can see. I can see. My gaydar works. You know, like I can just be like, this one.
You.
This one's a Fruit Loop.
I'm not fruity.
So, yeah, I'm gonna be reading a few that I found off of the internet, because when I asked the people of Gaborone to tell me their coming out stories, they were quiet, and then I realized maybe the people have not come out. So I'm not going to force you. I picked a bunch off of like Reddit, and here we go. Let's just get into it.
Alright.
Cool. So this first one says, I told my date. Look at me not knowing how to read. I told my mom a few days ago after I figured out I was ace. This is I forget what ace is, but either we just know they're queer, right? I was terrified because my whole family is homophobic and would disown me if they knew. In brackets, they have said multiple times when I was younger that they would. Anyway, I waited for my mom to come home from work, and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. I couldn't even tell her because I started crying from fear that she would kick me out. But I eventually got it out. She hugged me and said, I knew something was different, but I'm glad you know who you are. And then I cried even more. I made her tell my stepdad, and I told my sister, and she was like, yeah, I know. I was just waiting for you to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine being told, I was just waiting for you to find out.
Like, yeah, we've been knowing. We just waited for you to accept the fact, but we've been know.
And I feel like, you know what? Wait, I was about to say, this reminds me of when I came out, but I'm gonna keep that for the end, because my coming out story, I feel like it's funny. It is funny, because I laugh at it, and my friends be laughing at it.
I don't think you've ever told me, eh?
Today I'm going to find out.
Oh my gosh, surprise. Nothing, actual genuine reaction. So, you was on your second.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm so excited.
Fun fact, I came out in Pride Month of last year. I came out at the perfect time.
Girl, how long have I been knowing you?
You've known me longer than that, but this
Yeah.
is, I mean, like, in this house. In this house.
Oh!
Not came out like, just
Actually,
like, hi, by
by
the way, this is who I am.
Actually, you guys have to stop saying by the way.
Who?
You guys.
Ish.
Just say.
I don't like to say by the way. Those are not the words I used. You'll see when I tell the story.
Bombastic side eye.
Someone said, I'm not coming out, but it's not a secret either. If it comes up in a conversation, then I'll tell people, but otherwise, it'll remain a mystery. Honestly, I relate heavy to this because I really don't be feeling the need to come out. Straight people don't come out. Why must I? Why must I announce to the world, hey,
I like girls.
I touch girls with AP, and they like it and I like it, and we all like it and we have a good time. Like, it's not a big deal, right? Do what you do in your private space. If it comes up though, if it'll come up, then I'll be like, yeah, I be having a good time with the ladies, you know? But it's not something I actually actively go out and do. It's not, I'm like, I don't introduce my, like,
sense.
yeah, I don't introduce myself like, hi, my name is Nika and I like girls. Like,
No. Hi, I'm Tshego and I like men.
Why? Who wants to actively admit that they like men?
Oh my god.
I feel so sorry for gay men. Like, why, yo, of all the people to like, yay! Shame, y'all are going through it. Like, women are going through it, but y'all are going through it. I've heard a few stories of the gay men out there and what they go through, and I'm like, not for me. Couldn't be me. I'd rather die. Cool. So the next one, someone said, this is a conversation, I read, me, do you mind if I join the LGBTQI? And then the friend goes, imagine coming.
Do you mind?
That would be the funniest thing ever.
Scooch over. Do you mind?
Can I please be part of the LGBT?
Pretty please.
I'd simply, guys, actually, if anybody ever wants to come out to me, please come to me. Come out to me like that.
Yeah. Really,
Like,
girl.
can I please be part of the LGBT? I really want. Please.
That's so cute.
And then the friend says, what? The club on Wednesday? She goes, and then the friend goes, no. And then the friend goes, oh. It's like, to me. Come out to me like this. So can I please ask me nicely? And I'll say, yes, I'm the gatekeeper of the LGBT. So guys, if you ever want to come out, come ask me nicely. Come, before you can just, oh, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, I'm what? Tell me, thanks. Come and ask me to be part of the community. And then I'll say yes. Then you can go start telling people.
That was so cute.
It was so cute, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Someone said, I told my mom, and she kind of was just like, okay, and went on with her life. The amount of people I know who actually have a coming out story like that, where their moms are just like, okay.
Because it also falls back on why should I be like, I like girls. You see, because okay, yeah, that's your business.
It's your
You
business.
see, like I can't fault you for having your own preference. So really, okay, I still love you. Like it's not gonna change anything.
Obviously,
Like, oh.
we're aware that not everybody has it that easy. Some people, they come out, next thing you
And
know,
then
they're
they're
being
kicked
told,
out.
get out of my house, you've got demons, you need to pray, you know, like it's a whole thing. So we get it. Sometimes it's not as easy. Some people have it easy where they're like, oh, their parents are like, oh, okay, and they keep moving. And others, they don't have it that easy. So whatever your coming out story is like, you're valid and we love and appreciate you and we see you. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But if you haven't come out and you want to come out, not personally my best advice at this current point in time. Because if you know your parents are going to kick you out, wait until you are financially stable. You are not relying on those people, because next thing you know, I'm supposed to be passing you on the street and then giving you half a loaf of bread. Guys, choose when to come out. You know your parents, you know your family members. Thanks. The next one says, the first person I came out to as asexual was my partner at the time. I was telling them that I was asexual and aromantic, and that being in a sexual or romantic relationship wasn't comfortable for me anymore. I didn't know what asexuality or aromanticism was, and I just dated and had sex to conform. But now that I knew, I didn't want to string them along, and I wasn't comfortable in the relationship. The relationship was also quite toxic, to be very honest, so I really wanted to end it. They took it extremely personally, and thought I was cheating, accused me of lying, thought they were ugly, etc., etc., etc. That was a fun time, TBH. I love how they end. That was a fun time, TBH. Why are you taking it personally? Is my question. Why are you taking it personally? I'm trying to tell you my truth.
And then you're like, oh, it's because I'm ugly, right?
You're cheating on me, aren't you? Come on. This is just not right.
This is not. First of all, actually, it's not about you. It's about me.
Like, come on. How are you start right now?
How are you switching up the story and saying you're ugly? Did I say you're ugly?
I just said I'm aromantic. How did we arrive at? When did we?
Stop the bus. Where are we going?
Where are we going? Stop the bus, because how did we arrive? Because I'm just looking at this and I'm like, what do you mean? He
accused you. Ain't no way.
This person is being nice. They don't want to string you along.
Yeah.
First of all, they've already had to struggle with the fact. Because keep in mind, in this,
she did say it's toxic.
Other than the fact that it was toxic, this person is saying that they weren't even comfortable with dating and like having sex. They were just doing it to fit in.
Yeah.
Because like, you know how society is. When you're not doing these things, people start to look at you a funny way at some point. Because when you're 24 and you're still a virgin, for some reason everybody's like, what's going on? You know, I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying in general, this is what we notice, right? Like people at some point are going to be like, why? You know, and as you continue to get older, you're now 30,
you're like,
yeah, still, you know, everybody is like, okay, is there something you want to tell us? You get me?
Yeah.
So now, this person is like, hey, baby, I don't want to continue doing these things because it's just not comfortable for me.
Yeah.
And now when you want to take it personally, hey, she said I'm ugly. That's not even what she's saying. Like, it's the fact that this person literally said they thought that they were ugly. How? Where? Which lines did you have to read between? that we aren't
I'm not comfortable. Oh, do you think I'm ugly?
Like,
Take
I'm not
that.
good at math, but 1 plus 1 is equal to this.
It's 5. It's giving 5.
It's giving 5. Anyway,
She had fun.
yeah.
It was a fun time.
This next one says, I told my mom I was bi when I was 15, and she said, me too. I just want to know something, because the problem is this is such a vague story. Because I don't know if the mom is still married to the dad. I don't know if I have so many questions. Because I'm like, imagine, Mama, I'm bi.
Me too, girly.
Same.
I knew you got something from me.
No, I'm just like, so,
but
what was the dynamic at home? What's going on at home? Who? Imagine if the mom is bi and then she's married to the dad, but she's never told the dad. Could I be? I'd just be there like, moment of silence. You know, like literally just moment of silence in that moment, because I'm like, well, what must can happen now?
it's for saying okay and moving on.
Hey,
Because there's really nothing you can do. You're 15,
okay,
dog.
keep going.
15 years.
Just okay, keep going.
Okay.
So anyways, they continue on to tell us how they figured out. We don't know about their mother still. But they say, yeah, I figured it out when I was 8. I kissed a girl under the blackberry bushes and I had a huge crush on her, even though I didn't have the words for it. I was more afraid of what my dad might say. I heard him scream homophobic slurs growing up, but it's kind of funny. He apologized to me when I came out and tried really hard not to do it again. But he still did sometimes. Aww. I mean, obviously I'm not happy that he said a few homophobic things, but it's the fact that he's really trying.
He's trying.
You know, and this is somebody who you know has been outwardly homophobic.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what?
You know what? Because
You're my daughter. I love you.
James!
I'm gonna try my best, you know. And obviously sometimes there are slip-ups. Like even within the LGBT DSTV community, we all slip up at some point. Like even I know sometimes I will misgender somebody, not on purpose, but just because like I grew up with a certain, you know, way of thinking. It's just how it is. It's just how it's been. You get me? Like I've always grown up knowing if someone has long hair and they dress like this, they're a girl. And if they dress like this and they look like this, they're a boy. And so now when the whole concept of identifying as something other than what you were born as came about, I was also confused. And I'm part of a community. And sometimes I make mistakes. I slip up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm human. Right? I slip up and I'm like, yeah, she said, and then I have to catch myself like, oh no, they said, or he said, or whatever it is that they, you know, identify
I feel like
as.
this whole pronoun thing, I love it because it gives the person be like, okay, I'm gonna correct you. I know biologically I'm a girl, but I identify as they. You see, and it teaches us. Let me say us. How to respect you guys. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get
So
you.
I love that. Like when someone comes to me, and then I've also made it known, like when I can see and I'm not sure, I'm like, hi, what are your pronouns? And they're like, oh, they, them, he, him. You see, when I can see what, okay, no, you're not really a he, but you go as that, so I'm gonna call you that.
Sorry, when you said you're not really a he. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
I saw that coming. I
I was trying to hold it. I was really trying to hold it.
Because I was like, saying him is like tongue twister. So I'm like, you know what? You get what I'm saying. But having that and having to respect people and what they want to be called, I find that like, I like it. I love it actually.
Exactly. I like it too because it's just, I get where they come from.
Probably
Like,
they feel seen. Like they feel seen. And that's
all we really want as
that's
human
all you guys
beings.
want. Eh.
Like, just respect me. I I'll be respecting you.
Well, you're helping me see you as a person.
Because imagine if it's like, if you were to come to me and be like, hi, my name is Tshego, and I'm like, okay, cool, so I'm gonna call you Amanda.
Okay.
Why?
See,
I'm utterly taking the time to disrespect the fact that you just told me your name is Tshego. But now I like the fact that people are actually more educated on the fact that other people can identify as whatever they want to identify as, and we gotta respect it. Like, I love the direction we're going in as a generation, to be quite honest with you, because it's not we're not like our parents, for example, who are a bit more stubborn. You tell them I identify as
they.
I'll never forget this one time my mama said to me, she was like, I can I'm one of those people who identifies as they. And I'm like, no, but I love the fact that you're willing to acknowledge that there's people who then it turned into a whole lecture about how that's from the devil, and hey, listen. I may have come out, but that doesn't mean it's been it's
not accepted yet.
Yeah, it's just she knows.
She knows.
You know? But yeah, it's still a little it's a little shaky. Cool. So the next one says, I'm both grateful and also feeling a little left out that I don't have any interesting coming out stories. Both my parents are pretty unfazed by it, and my grandma just gave me a lecture before I cut contact. A part of me wants to show up to my family reunions with the pronoun pin, but I have a feeling it will go up in flames before I even get to unpack. Listen,
it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not. But what?
She's like pronoun pin.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is, and
my
I go back. They them.
Go
to my family. Like my Zimbabwean family would be like, what is this thing on your chest? What is this thing about they them? How many are you? Like, I'm telling you, it would be, how many are you?
They? Who's they?
Or if like my cousins were to try and correct somebody in my family, they'd be like, yeah, they are coming. Like,
they are
how many? Who?
Oh, Nika.
Mika.
But you say they.
Hey, you said them.
They, them.
Yeah. Mika goes by they, them. And it's like, so how many are coming? And you know, like, it would be a whole thing. The next one goes, when I told my mom I was bisexual, I was 16. Clearly 15 and 16 are the ages to be coming out. I took my time, it seems. Yeah. She said, I was wondering when you were going to tell me. Apparently the crushes I had on other girls when I was very little were very obvious. I am very fortunate for her support. Yes, you are.
You really are.
I wish I had that too. Because, hey man, you just want to come out and keep it moving. Like, if you're going to come out, just keep it moving.
But that also shows how much of an observant mom she is.
No, I feel like all parents can see it. They just either choose to ignore it and be like, I don't see it. Yeah, it's not a thing. Or, I don't know, it's denial at this point. That's what I'm convinced it is. It is denial. Because, it's not like you can't see it. Like, for example, our friends, would you look at, I don't know if I should say her name because I don't know how comfortable she is, but one of our friends there in the Awesome for some.
Oh yeah.
Both of them actually. Look at both of them.
No.
Would you look at them and be like, those are straight people?
No,
one
actually,
of them is
one of them is, she's not claiming as.
No, that one, I'm waiting.
She's not, she's never. I feel like she's just uninterested in everything and everyone. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Don't look at me like that.
Anyway.
I know her life.
Let me tell you something I've learned in this life. I will never go out claiming what I know someone.
No, I know.
Because then they will show you don't know them.
I know her. Okay.
Okay, but either way.
Stand on it.
Either
way. But
obviously,
when you look at her, you're gonna be like, okay, where are you? Are you this side?
So now my whole point is now it becomes a thing of, as a parent, now I feel like you're just choosing not to see it. Because look at her. I'm talking about the one who actually is.
Oh, okay.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Wait. Okay. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Wait, what?
No, it's fine. I got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to come into my story time of how I came out and just wrap it up. So one day, I don't even know what specific. I have to go and look on my calendar. I think it was around the 22nd somewhere there of June in 2022. I'm getting ready to go to this other thing, and it's a prideful thing, by the way. And at the time, my girlfriend or my partner was part of this thing. She's the one who invited me. They invited me actually, and it was like a whole thing and everything. Okay, sharp. So I'm getting ready to leave the house. I've got my stuff ready, and I was supposed to go to her friend's place, get ready there. Then we all go quite sharp. So I'm telling my mom, I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm going to this other thing, right? And she's like, sit down. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, yo, kinda, you know how it is. When you hear sit down from your African parent, it's just like, yay, what do I do now? And she's like, what are you going where? And I'm like, I'm going for this thing. It's like a pride what. And she's like, so tell me something. Are you also part of I didn't come out.
Yeah.
I was dragged out. She was like, I've been looking at your friends. I'm looking at, like, you know, sometimes I'll be listening to you. Maybe you think I can't hear you when you're on these phone calls sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, are you...
Is there something you want to confirm?
Yeah, you know, confirm or deny. Basically, my mom looked at me and went, why are you gay? Basically, that's what it felt like. You know? And I'm just like, do I lie? Do I say no, mom, I'm straight? Or do I just go, you know what? Yeah, and here's the thing, I just decided to tell the truth because
because there's nothing.
the time that
also.
your parents is asking, they know. They already know. She said, are you a homosexual? And I said, yeah.
What?
A homosexual? I was like, yeah, I am. And
are you part of the LGBT? Because your girl's page.
exactly. And I was just like, hey man, I am. Because at that point I was like, there's really no point in hiding it. I came out as bi. I'm not bi. My mama don't listen to this podcast, but you know what? I think even she knows that there's really no hope when it comes to men. I've been knowing, even when I told her I was bi, I've been knowing I'm not bi, but hey man, we gonna keep it moving. Because what can we do?
Knows.
Yeah, she knows. Anyone else in my family? Obviously my siblings know, but yeah. Anyway, that's been the show, guys. That's been coming out. Oh, I guess. Thank you so much for joining.
Having me.
This was so fun. It was just laughter. It was just us laughing. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I hope to see you again next week.
Can I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Sure.
I know it's not YouTube, but
It is going to go on YouTube.
alright. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Press the here.
Yeah.
The follow button for more content. Love ya.